What's up, everybody? Well, I got another Asus Ally gameplay video for you guys today. And today we're doing some Yakuza 3 Dark Ties, or you could call it Yakuza Dark Ties Kiwami 3. There's a bunch of ways you could say it. But we're going to give it a test. It is basically a remake of the older 2009 game, just regular old 3. So we'll have to see how it runs. And I like these, so I was going to buy it anyway, so I figured, hell, might as well run it. I'm sure somebody's curious how it runs on these guys. Did it on the Steam Decks, and it was actually pretty playable. Not the greatest experience ever, but pretty playable. So these should give us a pretty good experience. But hey, let's go find out. So on the Z1 Extreme here, we're going to start off 1080p high, which is a little overzealous. Like, it might be playable to some, but it was dropping under 30 quite a bit, if I do remember correctly. And we don't even watch any movies or anything, really, while I'm playing, so those settings don't matter much, but we're leaving like that anyway. And then last but not least, we're doing this native without any upscaling, so you could always just turn upscaling on, and then it probably would be completely playable. Just wouldn't look quite as good. But let's get into the game, shall we? Next up, we're going to do 900p medium on the Z1 Extreme. There you go, medium settings. And I believe I decided to do my settings in this game. I guess we'll see when we get to the end here. If low is the last, I guess not, but if we have my settings at the end, then I guess we know, right? But alright, let's go hop into the game and see what medium can do.
たく時間食っちまった。手間取らせやがって。
So here's 720p low, which was giving us a pretty decent 60 plus experience. There's still some spots I think it was dropping under just a little bit, but for the most part it was 60 plus, so if you can deal with the not greatest looking graphics, then this is definitely the way to go. But I'm pretty sure I still decided, you know what, this still doesn't look very good like this, so I do my settings too, which is not 60 plus by any means, but at least stays over 30. At least, I think during like the fights when you smash somebody's face into a wall. So much particles, it tends to go into the 30s there, I think.
"しばらく寝てろ。楽しませてくれ。なかなか骨が。時間食っちまった。通信よろしく。バッチリだぞ。登録頼む。バッチリだぞ。どれどれ。通信よろしく。つながったな。よし。通信よろしく。バッチリだぞ。おい。手間取らせやがって。
So now for my settings, I was indeed correct. I did do my settings. So this is on the Z1 Extreme. I went with 900p base, which is just a nice middle ground. 1080 is a little bit too much most of the time, and sometimes the 720 looks a little bit too low end, so it's a great way to go. Still no upscaling, but I think I remember to try a little upscaling while I'm playing with the camera. But we shall see.
どれどれ。登録頼む。つながったな。 しばらく寝てろ。
楽しませて暴れてやるよ。
たく時間食っちまった。
おめえバカだろ。
手間取らせやがって。
So, starting all over again on the Ally X. Doing high first, even though it's not the greatest experience, but for some it might be good enough. For those who just want nothing but pure graphics after all. Still no upscaling? I wait till my camera recorded gameplay to do that. At least I think I do. We'll find out. Either way, let's go see what it can do.
どれと通信よろしく。バッチリだぞ。
逃げんな。どうなっても知らんな。
しばらく寝てろ。
お前なんか怖からんだよ。
手間取らせやがって。よう登録頼む。つながったな。
お前な。へいへい。かかってこい。怖くなんだよ。
900p medium time on the Ally X now. There we go. And still no upscaling. I wait till the camera portion for that. I'm pretty sure I did. I think I didn't do it for as long as I did on the white Ally, but regardless, we got a little bit in, I'm pretty sure. But hey, let's go do this before we worry about that.
Yosh. 通信よろしく。バッチリだぜ。
楽しませて手加減しねえぞ。
手が取らせやがって。どれどれ登録頼む。つながったな。どれどれ通信よろしく。バッチリだぜ。
やりましょう。体の芯の使い方。
登録頼む。つながったな。
やりましょうか。体の芯の使い方。見せて差し上げます。
So, now we're going to do 720p, low settings, and then after this we'll try out my settings, which this at least gives us, you know, a 60-ish plus experience most of the time. Mine do not, but on these ones it does not look all that especially great. It's not the worst experience actually looking at the screen, but all blown up like this, it does not do it any favors. But anyway, let's go see what I mean.
ったく時間食っちまった。
一瞬でなめやがってよ。
しばらく寝てろ。 時間食っちまった。喧嘩売ってるぞ。
So now for my settings, just copied the same ones I used on the first white Z1 Extreme. Because didn't really feel like the extra VRAM was going to help us out here, so just figured, keep them the same, that way it'll be apples to apples. Did the same thing on the Xbox Ally X as well. But alrighty, with all that out of the way, let's go get ourselves some gameplay.
ったく時間食っちまった。よし、登録頼む。つながったな。
一瞬で終わらせるぜ。
手間取らせやがって。
逃げんなら今のうちでもらうぞ。
しばらく寝てろ。
So, now we're going to start all over again one last time with the Xbox Ally X, which is the most powerful out of the group. It's not a, oh my god, night and day difference, these older ones suck, we gotta upgrade immediately or anything like that, but it's a little more powerful in most games. Some games, though, I've tested actually run worse on this than the older ones. Don't know, it must be a driver issue of some kind, because every component in there is faster. From the RAM, to the SSD, to the CPU, to the GPU, so... It is what it is, though. Let's go see what it can do in this game. We'll see which one this game is.
Yes. 登録頼む。バッチリだぞ。
喧嘩だこれ。暴れてやるよ。
手間取らせやがって。 通信よろしく。つながったな。どれ通信よろしく。つながったな。
どうなって僕を甘く見ると痛い目に遭う。
たく時間食っちまった。
話手加減しねえぞ。
しばらく寝
So, now for 900p on the Ally Xbox X, or the Xbox Ally X, whichever you want to call it. I believe that's the correct terminology, the second way I said it. Medium settings, and all that good stuff. Still no upscaling. I'm waiting until I do my camera recorder portion to do that. At least I hope to God I remember to do that. I did it on the other one, so I better have remembered to do on this one, or I'm going to be a little mad at myself. But anyway, to the game.
たく時間食っちまった。
頭ぶっ殺してやる。
手間取らせやがって。
パパッと終わらせるぜ。
しばらく寝てろ。よし、登録頼む。バッチリだぞ。どれと登録頼む。つながったな。よ、通信よろしく。仕方ねたく時間食っちまった。
So now for some 720p, which we're on low settings, which gives us 60 plus almost the whole time. So definitely a way to go if all you care about is frame rate, as usual. and after this, we'll do my settings, and I just copy the exact same ones I used on the other two. So, should be pretty apples to apples. But now, we game.
しばらく寝てろ。どれ？通信よろしく。つながったな。
僕を甘く見ると痛い目に遭う。
たく時間食っちまった。よし。登録頼む。バッチリだぞ。どれと通信よろしく。つながったな。
Now we shall do my settings. This is just what I would run if this was my only conceivable thing. That's pretty much what I do when I come up with these. I'm like, how would I play this if it was my only way to play? Now, a lot of the times I have to sacrifice FPS. I'm a 60 plus kind of guy most of the time, but I can still play games, especially with a controller, at like 30, 40, 50. I prefer, you know, the more the better, but with that said, let's get into the game.
しばらく寝てろ。
パパッと終わらせるぜ。
たく時間食っちまった。
僕はどうなっても知らないぞ。
しばらく寝てろ。
や
取らせやがって。
逃げんなら今のうちどうなっても知らね
たく。
So, let's get a little camera recording gameplay here. Still got my settings on. They don't hit 60 plus all the time, but even with having on low, it barely was hitting 60, and I think it still dropped under a little. So I was like, okay, well then I'll just do what I usually do and make it look as good as I can while staying over 30, or well above 30. In fact, we're close to 60, just can't quite get there. Now we could turn on FSR, but that doesn't look very good. But if you don't mind it looking a little worse, you can definitely get over 60 if you just turn on quality FSR. Like, we can even do that real quick, just for you guys, real quick. Well, actually, no, let's get into a fight first, then we'll go turn on FSR, and we'll run around for a little bit too. I think that'll work. Then everybody's happy, in case there's some people wondering, well, why did you try FSR out? I just don't like using FSR, if I can help it. You piece of shit. There you go, that's what you get. Bitch. Yeah, when you do crazy skills like that, it drops down at 30s, but I'm not even controlling my character at that point. That's about the only time I saw it drop in the 30s. Alright, let's go get into another battle here too. And then we'll turn on FSR and see if it actually does stay above 60 or not. Maybe even that won't do it. Ah, you're still alive, huh? Alright, now let's turn on some FSR just for fun. Because who knows, maybe it's not so noticeable on the actual screen itself. It looked kind of bad when I had it all blown up on the capture computer, but that's not where most people are playing, so... Nope, wrong thingy. Definitely not FSR 1 or 2, we want that. Do that and don't mind it looking a little worse, you can stay over 60. I figured I'd start them off without it, because a lot of people don't like it. But I would probably still run like this too. Now let's see it in battle though. Oh, I missed. Seems to stay over 60. So yeah, that'd probably be my recommendation. Doesn't look that bad here. Just doesn't look very good all blown up. You can see all the little fizzly things around them a little bit easier. But if you can deal with that, it's really not that bad. Would DLSS be better? Hell yeah. Would DLSS 4 or FSR 4 be better? Hell yeah. And you can check that in here right now without the scaling. I just don't do that shit. Not in my videos anyway. I'm gonna die. I'm over here now. What are you doing? What are you punching at? further down that way. Ooh, I saw some people. Ooh.
通信よろしく。バッチリだ。
Oh wow, there's a lot of you. Alrighty though, why don't we go move on to the next ally? Alright, let's get a little camera recorded gameplay. We'll play for a little bit and then we'll move on over to putting some FSR on there. Alright. Let's also... There it is. Best. Oh, can't go that way. Alright, let's get into one more fight and then go and move on to the next ally, I think. Alright, I think with that, we'll go move on over to the next ally. Alright, let's get a little camera recorded gameplay here with my settings. And then we'll turn on a little FSR after a little while too, like we did on the other systems. But this one being a little more powerful, it's not really that bad without it. Still drops, just like the other one did, just not quite as much. Block this. Oh, he hit me? You hit me. You hit me? You hit me. Okay. Well, I need you in the ass. And then you fell down. Alright, let's put on some FSR 2. FSR 3, technically, but... There we go. And we did have one crash on this thing. Nothing else has crashed so far. Oh yeah, and then it crashed right after I put all my skills in. Oh, he backed off just in time. On the ground, we did.
登録頼む。バッチリだぞ。
こんにちは。そっちの用事済んだ感じ。じゃあ今からね。
話おめえバカだろ。
体の芯
I'll have to redo that before I quit out of this. So I don't want to sit there and make you guys watch me do skills. That would be boring. Oh, you want to block everything? Okay. Still like blocking? Now, you can go attack you on the ground, but since you blocked, you get attacked on the
手
ground.
間取らせやがって。
Oh, you hit me anyway.
時間食っちまう。
Anyway, I think that is more than good. So I'm gonna go do those skills, but for you guys, let's go wrap up. Well, alright guys, that's a wrap for Yakuza 3 Dark Ties Kiwami. And definitely a fun game, and it ran alright. Not the best running game ever, but with a little FSR, seems like you could do just fine. Just use my settings and combine if you want to stay over 60 most of the time. If you don't care about 60 all the time, or don't want FSR, then you could just use my settings without it, and it still seems to stay over 30, at least where I'm at. Bet you there'll be spots where it might drop under 30 here and there, but I'm only in fights while doing like the finishing moves and stuff where you can't even technically control them, so I don't see that as a huge deal, but hey, I'm not everybody. But that's why there's so many different options to try. Either way, that's all for this video, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video, because I sure as hell enjoyed making it for you guys. And I'd give you a peace out with that hand, but not quite yet. So, a left-handed peace out, and until the next video.